The legend of Romulus and Remus, the brothers who built Rome. Long ago, in the ancient Italian town of Alba Longa, there ruled a just and noble king named Numitor. But lurking in the shadows was his younger brother, Amulius, a man consumed by envy and ambition. Amulius could not bear to serve under his elder brother. Power was all he craved. One dark night he struck. With a band of ruthless conspirators, Amulius overthrew Numitor, seized the throne, and declared himself king. To ensure his grip on power, he carried out a cruel purge. Numitor's sons were killed, and his daughter, Rhea Silvia, was locked away. But fate had other plans. Rhea gave birth to twin boys Romulus and Remus. Furious, Amulius ordered them drowned in the river Tiber, determined to erase the last trace of Numitor's bloodline. The babies were placed in a cradle and carried off by soldiers, who flung the helpless children into the raging waters. But nature refused to obey a tyrant. The Tiber had flooded, and the cradle was caught in the shallows. As the water receded, it gently left the boys beneath a fig tree on the riverbank alive, untouched and waiting for destiny. And then something miraculous happened. A she-wolf, drawn by the infant's cries, found the twins. She did not harm them. Instead, she lay down beside them and nursed them as her own. Day after day, she watched over them, a guardian of wild instinct and motherly devotion. Then came Faustulus, a shepherd wandering the river's edge. He froze when he saw the she-wolf and the cradle. As he stepped closer, the wolf looked at him for a moment and vanished into the woods. Faustulus took the boys home, where he and his wife raised them as their own sons. The twins, Romulus and Remus, grew into strong, daring young men. They roamed the forests, hunted wild beasts, and fought bandits who preyed on the weak. Other youths joined them, drawn by their courage and leadership. Soon, they were not just boys, they were legends in the making. Faustulus, long suspicious of their origins, began to piece together the truth. And when news of the brave brothers reached Numitor, now old and deposed, he too suspected they were his grandsons. It was time. Romulus and Remus, leading their band of loyal followers, stormed the palace at Alba Longa. Amulius fell, struck down by the very blood he tried to destroy. Numitor was restored to the throne, and for the first time in decades, Alba rejoiced. But the brothers' journey wasn't over. They didn't stay in Alba. Instead, they returned to the place of their salvation, where the fig tree still stood. There, beside the river, they vowed to build a new city, a city of their own. They laid the first stones, planned mighty walls, and dreamed of glory. But ambition breeds conflict. The twins began to argue. Romulus marked out the city's borders. Remus mocked them. Then, in a moment of scorn, Remus leapt over the wall, and Romulus, blinded by fury, struck him down. Remus fell dead. Grief and rage mixed in Romulus's heart, but he pressed on. He finished the city and named it Rome, after himself. He ruled with strength and vision, and Rome flourished under his leadership. When he died, the people believed he had not passed like a man, but risen like a god. And so, from river, wolf, and blood, Rome was born a city destined to change the world.